Oh, hey everyone.
Hello.
How's it going?
Things are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
We're going to have some attitudes tonight, I have to tell you.
I
First
love
and
it.
foremost,
I
there
love
will
it.
be a little reading update. We will talk about what we've read.
Sure.
But our primary
Primary.
topic will be our reading goals for this year, which last year I feel like were quite elaborate, and I can't even tell you what they were.
Would you say we have reading non-goals?
Yeah,
I think we do.
I'd say there's some of that. I'd say,
Yeah.
do we have a stack of lies? 100%.
I mean,
100%.
I have a list of lies,
Yeah.
and it's something.
Yeah, this is
There's
also
like Omnis on it, Epic Collection. I mean,
oh, who do you
liar.
think you are? Who do you
Liar.
Oh, okay. Well, what's going on in the chat here? Read the dictionary.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting. Read some Batman. All right. Read When I'm in the Midst of Writing. Okay, cool. Read Rooms, Traffic Signs, Calvin Hobbes Complete Collection that my girlfriend got me. Nice.
Nice.
Read The Seven That Hanged. Oh, that is
Oh.
a cliffhanger, is what that is. I need to know. Oh,
There's some singing going
there's
on
some
in the
singing
chat,
going on.
right?
What's the song, Mary? Oh, it looks like you already popped in here, didn't you?
I did a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know the song. It's by the Scissor Sisters called
Um.
It's called Mary. So I was like,
Oh,
I'm gonna have to listen to this. When
you
I
have
looked
to.
quickly, at first I thought it was Wham, I'm Your
Mm,
Man, which I do love that song. But then I
okay.
realized that I just looked at like a few words and I was completely wrong. So yeah,
Love them.
yeah.
Hello, Mara.
Mara, you know what I realized as I shouted Psycho Cleveland styled, Mara, and then you shouted back to me, our names are one letter off.
So cute. So cute. Love it.
I mean, I don't know. I never noticed it. That's all.
Yeah, I never really thought about it either.
I mean, why would you?
I get to see Mara tomorrow.
Wait, it's tomorrow?
Yeah, in real life.
This is a lot. I didn't realize it was tomorrow.
Yeah, it's happening.
Wow.
I know. It's going to be crazy.
This is
Very excited.
unbelievable.
Hello, James. What's up?
Hey, James.
Hey, Dad.
What's up, Larry?
Asking people to hit the like button. Cute.
Love it.
Hello, Chris.
Chris is here.
Hello, Jessica.
Look, let's talk about Jessica. Kristen,
Oh,
I don't know if you
listen.
you know what I'm gonna say?
If you're not gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. Go ahead.
Jessica is the queen of reading.
Seriously, I don't
I've
know what's going
scrolled
on.
when I need to like just relax or be nosy, one or the other. I scroll on Goodreads. I'm like,
Yeah,
boom, Jessica finished that. Boom, she finished this thing, that thing. I'm like, I could stand to read a little bit better like Jessica.
I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Every time I go on Goodreads, I feel like I go on Goodreads like once a day, even if I'm not reading, just for,
Yeah.
for fun, nosy.
Yeah.
And Jessica's like updated. Oh, I
Yeah.
just read 3 prose books today. I'm like, what's
Boom,
going
boom,
on?
boom. Yeah, I know. I know.
It's wild.
Listen, I guess it happens. I'm waiting for that to happen in my reading life.
Truly, I feel that. I
Yeah.
feel that. Eminem, all cute.
Eminem. Those are my
Love
real
it.
initials. I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah,
it keeps getting more wild, doesn't it?
yeah. Love it. A reunion. That's right. It's gonna be
Aw,
great.
that's so fun.
Oh, I have a confession. I feel like a traitor. I read some Red Underpants Man yesterday.
What's going on here?
My first Superman book was Space Age. It was pretty good.
Listen,
Mm.
Kristen, you're supposed to say you're not a traitor. Read what you like.
Listen, that's true. I'm just not stoked about it.
I know.
But you know what? There's some good art in there, so I don't blame you there. I get
Fair.
it. I
Fair.
get it. We're gonna be at the library, Dawn Mara. Oh, Mara, get to that library.
Nice.
Oh, it's temporary ride the waves, people. Very exciting though. It's a good, exciting wave. Bring your
Love
own
it.
lemonade. We have already talked. We've got to go eat somewhere and get some lemonade. So we've got to figure that out. Will it be trash or will it be amazing? I'm hoping it's amazing.
I don't know. Just no hot sauce in it, please, or
Yeah,
whatever. What was it? Hot sauce? What's wrong with my memory?
I think we didn't know what kind of sauce it
Okay.
was. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
bad, whatever it was. Kane reads at least an hour a day, Monday through Friday. On weekends, I try to read a few hours on Sunday.
Nice.
Love that. Love that.
Do you do that? Like, is that a routine? Like you do it in the morning or
Thank you, Ray.
before you go to sleep? Because I don't know if I could. I don't know. I am so bad with putting myself on certain schedules.
I try to I can't do it when I get up. I know Jessica has talked about reading when she gets up before work. I'm like, no.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, absolutely not. I want to sleep as long as I can before I have to get ready and go to work. I can't do it.
I hear you.
It's hard. It's hard. Oh, Goodreads new beer. I feel like I didn't set my 2024 goal high enough. I think I'm going to hit 100 way early, maybe. You can literally change it. You can change it until the last day, even.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, why not?
Yeah, we'll talk about how I've changed mine 2 times already.
Mine's, some may say laughable, but I love it. It took off all the pressure.
No, I don't think it's laughable at all. Mine's less than yours, I think. Yeah? Or did you change it again?
I changed mine to 12.
Oh, didn't see it.
I'm like, you're like, I changed mine to 11.
1. Done. Hello, William.
What's up,
Frozen
William?
lemonade.
Oh,
Let's
that sounds
go.
good.
Mystery
sauce.
Oh, I read during my lunch break, which is an hour Sundays when I'm doing laundry. Yeah, I only get 30 minutes for lunch, so usually I'm just eating. But that's a good idea.
I gotta tell you, I would like to read at lunch, and this may sound a bit much, but then, I like a lot of the people I work with, so I tend to have lunch with them, and then I can't read.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure.
That's why I said,
Yeah.
But there, a couple times I'm like, well, if nobody's able to come out, and I go out to the common area, and then I'm just there holding my book, because then, somebody sits down with me, so.
Nice. Is Reed feeling better? He's feeling better from what he had the other day, but now he's having tooth/jaw problems.
Oh, no.
So it's been a lot, yeah.
That stinks.
Poor Reed's in pain again. Okay. What's your weird Goodreads ethical question? I feel like it has to do with
additions.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. 100%, because people talk about it all the time.
Yeah, bring it on, Larry.
Yeah, let us know. At lunch, I'm reading Brando Sandoz. Love that. Brando Sandoz. Stormlight Archives, Volume 3, over 1,000 pages. You into the Brando Sandoz? I've never read one of his books, but I've wanted to. I don't know why, though, because I'm not going to.
Yeah, same. Right? It's so much the same. But Kane, are you a Brando Sandoz expert? Is there one you think if we were going to, that we should start with?
Is there one that's lighter on the world building? I know that's probably what he's known for, but I don't.
But aren't there? He also writes young adult stuff too, right? Maybe that's what we should be reading.
I know the Mistborn series is what everybody says.
Oh, it is? Okay.
To start with, and I think that's why. Mark. Kane will let us know probably.
Sure.
Sorry to hear that. I hope he feels better soon. Thank you, Chris. I'll let him know. Are we getting another rant tonight, Mary?
Well, I didn't read any Ed Brubaker, but not really a rant, but I think we're just going to be very honest about our goals or non-goals.
Mm-hmm.
But really, I'm hoping that it's helpful, because certain things, I don't know about you, Kristen, but certain things that we've decided that we're going to do or not do in 2024, it's kind of freeing. I feel like I'm actually doing my readings a little bit better because of it.
And I feel like I've read less because of it.
Oh, no.
But I'm okay with it. I'm just
But you don't care. You're whatever. Right.
Okay. Right. All right. I'm also, it's just been difficult for me to focus on reading lately,
It's all right. That happens.
Brando Sandoz makes me hungry. Yeah. I want that sandwich.
Oh, Sandoz. I'm really? I was thinking, does he write about food? I didn't get it.
I think what I'd like to do, Mary, if you don't mind, is start with our reads, because I only have 2. And 2 of mine overlap with 2 of yours. I have gotten to your appropriate slide.
Thank you.
in
You're so
advance.
good. You're
So if
like
you want to start with that, and because I feel like we're gonna have more to like complain and elaborate on in in the
right,
challenge part.
and I think people are like will jump in the chat and like talk about the goal stuff too. So that's
Totally.
fun.
All right, let's go. Look at this nice slide for Mary's reads. How lovely.
Thank you. Okay, this is the overlap one.
That's right. Look at you starting with the overlap.
That's right. So this we both read on Hoopla. I won't put words in your mouth, but we
Sure.
both read this on Hoopla.
Yeah.
I never say this, but like I feel like I obviously I have to see how this I don't know how many volumes it's going to be, how many issues or any of that yet. But I just have a feeling this is going to be one of my favorite reads of the year for 2024 already.
I agree.
I mean, this is I mean, I'm not everybody can see the screen, but like really if you like Dexter, if you're into true crime, you like murdery kind of stuff, but you want to see it through the eyes of all these animals. It's so amazing. I had so much fun reading these. I had that feeling again, like, oh, here I am reading something digitally, and I want the physical copy now.
Yeah.
The art was, I love the art.
It was great.
And do you know these creators? I didn't, but that doesn't mean anything.
I mean, not to my knowledge.
Yeah,
and
okay.
and in case somebody can't read that, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees is this. It's 2
Yes.
issues on Hoopla. 1 second, I have to help read with
Okay.
the situation.
Oh, a cat.
There you go.
Oh, I thought he was bringing in one of the cats.
No, he had a
just a little insight into our lives.
Just he had an insulin situation. I had to pull it.
Oh, okay.
Buffy, come on.
Buffy, bye. Oh, do you want to say hi real quick?
She likes to hang out with us.
You want to hang out? Anything
Whoa.
to say?
Don't
She
let her
got
know her water.
Okay.
Wow.
She's gonna kick that water over.
She's fine.
Come on, Buffy. Let's go. I know.
Wow, she's very vocal tonight.
Yeah, she's loud. Okay.
Okay, so this story set in a small town. There's a serial killer. The whole thing is, come on, you don't do it. You can't kill in town. That's the whole thing. If you're going to do it, you have to go out of town. Somebody breaks the rule. And that's all we can tell you.
That's all we can tell you.
Right?
Yeah. I love the illustrations, like you said. It's very kind of children's book-esque.
Yes.
Which creates, like, makes an even cooler vibe to like what's happening.
Yes, exactly.
There is a blood. Like there is parts like chopped up.
Yeah.
Animals, not that sounds bad. Because they're all like humanoid animal,
Yes, they're all animals.
But yeah, it's so good. It was so good. I want more. I'm excited for it. James is also reading it and loving it.
Very nice.
I lost his comment where he said that. Oh, here. It's amazing. Or it reminds me of The Busy World of Richard Scarry. I'm not familiar. And the trade paperback comes out in August.
Nice. That's a long way away, but I'm there.
For sure. So yeah, those are the 2 things I read out of these 2 issues.
Love it.
I like that we're reading them together, though. I'm excited for the next one to drop on Hoopla. I'm glad they're like serializing it. It is IDW, so it's kind of unexpected. I think I've heard I've heard a lot of buzz, not like about it, but like people are talking about it, it seems.
Okay.
So I'm thinking they were like, oh, because they don't typically put up single issues, IDW.
Oh, really?
So not to my knowledge. I mean, Boom does, but I've only really seen Boom coming out like that. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay. All right.
On Hoopla, but yeah, that's cool. I'm glad they did that. Oh, look at that guy.
Aw. So
him.
I fell into everybody on YouTube that I was watching would end up bringing up this book. And I don't typically buy, I mean, I guess there are exceptions, but I don't typically buy like just some random digital single issue. Although now I'm thinking that's not true because I bought Marvel Unleashed by your friend Kyle Starks. I bought all 4 of those
Mm.
digitally. So maybe I do this now.
it's a thing you do.
So anyway, I was curious. I'm like, everybody's really talking about this. It's written by Kristen's favorite writer, so I just have to. That was a joke, everyone. Everyone
I was
knows,
like, wait a second.
everyone knows, I
Yeah.
tease. And here's the thing. I know everyone's like, oh, Kristen doesn't like Jonathan Hickman. She doesn't like Hick Vengers. Because that you
That's
did
right.
say that. But
Yeah.
um
I said it just like that too.
yeah, you did. But I'm not gonna try to push something on you, but I do think you would enjoy this. I really do.
I'm not against reading his
Yeah.
stuff again. I'm
Yeah.
against Hick Avengers. I would
I know.
absolutely. I love Ultimate Spider-Man though, so I would absolutely read this.
Yeah, yeah. So I really think, it's a different take on Spidey. I'm so scared. I wish I had the actual description in front of me because I don't want to spoil anything. And I'm not sure because the show I was watching the other night, I was like, oh, come on. Like they said something about, first off, somebody that shows up in the book and then said how they were different in it, not how you would think they would be. And I was kind of annoyed because I didn't know that. So when it happened in the book, it wasn't like a major spoiler, but I just wish I kind of stumbled upon that naturally. You know what I mean? But I really enjoyed it. I think the writing's really good. It does, Kristen, give you a little bit of that like more feel of like, you know, Spidey's home life and more of the family kind of feel and work and marriage and more of that I know like you have mentioned that you enjoy to see like more of the life versus battles and superhero-y things. So it has a lot of that in it. So I really enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to continue with the series. I'm not really sure how many issues it's going to be, but I'm going to follow along.
Nice. Elon, if that was the case, I feel like stop everything. I'm reading it right now. I still do want to read it. I'm excited you liked it.
Fun.
Okay. Look at you reading so many things.
Like, what's happening to me?
All these single issues.
So, I splurged on Marvel Unlimited, but this is actually also on Hoopla. But I just happen to, I'm enjoying reading single issues. I just feel like I'm like getting through things. I feel more productive. And so I have Marvel Unlimited now. I got like a great deal in December because they were all over me on Instagram. Hey, do this, do this. I think it ended up being like $50, $55 or so for the year. So I just did it. It was a little Christmas present to myself. And so yeah, again, this Ryan North Fantastic Four, just heard a lot of good things, a lot of good, chatter about it. So I wanted to try it out. I do love the Fantastic Four. So again, first issue. This one is kind of fun. Basically, they're like the thing is like stuck in like a time loop, and he's just trying to get out of it the whole issue. So it's kind of fun, and I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the art. I really enjoyed the writing, and I think it's a little tough to. I'm not really used to like talking about single issues because really, I mean, if something's like 30 pages long, how much can you say without spoiling, right?
Mhm.
But I would just like to say I really enjoyed it, and I would like to also continue this run.
Awesome. I like the Ryan North stuff for Squirrel Girl, of course. So
I know, Squirrel Girl.
sometimes. I think you also have a physical read, yeah?
I have one.
Okay.
I mentioned starting this last time, and I finished it. It was a reread of First to Die by James Patterson. Really enjoyed it. Gave it 4 stars. Listen, when you go back to reread something that you probably read about 20 years ago, you don't know how it's going to go, right? The one thing I did mention to Kristen after we signed off last week, I'm like, oh, I'd just like to mention this sort of thing. I really did enjoy it. Not trying to take away from that, but there are times in this book where it's a bit of its time, nothing crazy, but just few descriptions of women here or there. I was like, I don't love that, but not enough that like it took me out of the book or anything like that. It really was something that I felt I could say, okay, that was of the time. And thinking back from what I can remember when I read it all those years ago, it didn't even make me flinch. So I don't know if that makes me a ignorant person back then, or not. But I just felt like I should address that and say it and admit it or whatever you want to say. But really enjoyed it, and since I have it right here, I'm going to start Second Chance this weekend.
Nice. Love that.
So thanks.
Very exciting.
Thank you.
Back to Brando Sando.
Yes.
Mistborn is a great place to start. If you want
Ah.
to taste, you can also read the Cytoverse, which is more YA. Okay, cool.
Nice. Thank you.
All right, my dad's big question.
Let's go, Larry.
One of the Brubaker Cap America Omnis actually have some stuff in it that I'd never read. Wow.
Okay.
The Captain America Winter Soldier 14 issue mini. So if I only read that, should I put that in Goodreads as the trade paperback of that? You should put it as the single issue. Okay. Assuming there was a trade paperback or hardcover edition of that run, or am I overthinking this? You're overthinking it. However, if you're only reading a single issue, why would you not put it in there as a single issue?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we do, right? We stick to obviously there are times where, unless you're a librarian, sometimes you might just wing stuff. But right, if you, I like to put them in the true edition of what I'm reading, right?
Yeah, I do that, one, so I can look back and see what edition I read it in, but two, like, Dad, if you're only reading that single issue and that whole thing, but you put a whole Omni or you put a whole trade, your pages read at the end of the year will be so jacked up and heavily inflated. And I like to actually know how many pages I read. So I want that to be as accurate as possible. So that's what I would be concerned with, though.
Yes.
Definitely most anticipated read of the year for me. I was waiting for the collected version, but y'all maybe want to get them. Do it.
Do it, Jessica.
Kitty. Sounds like it'd be a great animated slasher movie.
Maybe.
Hey, Batmanda.
What's up, Batmanda?
Hello, Cycle.
Hey, now.
I know my dad hasn't read Stray Bullets, but Dad, if you want to buy my edition, you're welcome to. It is a trade, but it is the full thing, and I need to get rid of books. So Cycle, make him buy it.
Do it.
Despite A sounds worthy, like a worthy next try for me for the character, haven't found one I've loved yet.
Cool.
I had to get Stuttering John to sing a song for my wife. Sorry, I am late. Why do I read things I don't understand?
You're like, next.
The whole premise behind the new Marvel universe is so much more interesting than the original. I love the original. That's fun. I have to say I love dabbling into single issues if I feel like trying a new series or when I find it difficult to have motivation to read. Great point.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's it too. Like, the single issue just feels like, I can dip into something, and if I don't like it, who cares? Or if I love it, then you continue.
Peter M's loving the FF story.
Oh, that makes me feel like, okay, that's like a stamp of approval.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna like that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Jessica Spidey neutral. I'm sorry to ever bring you heartbreak.
What is it? Is it the spider bite? Is it like what is it
what's the deal there?
Because I get it. Certain characters, like, I'm just not interested in either. I don't even have real reasons. I'm sure Jessica does.
I agree with this. Especially like we all have different mindsets that like 10 plus years ago. Oh, Alexander opened the door and came in.
Alexander, you're so smart.
Wow.
He's all distraught because Kim is actually still a little under the weather, but she can work. So she's working from home. So he's like, oh my God, I can't stay in one room and be locked out of another. Kind of like the cats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, buddy?
At some point, Buffy will probably be screaming to want in.
Yeah. Yeah.
14 issues on that. So you read 14 total? I think you said issue 14.
Larry.
Buddy, what are you talking about? What's going on?
Wait, maybe I think, is this it? He's got the Omni, right? But it's a 14 issue run. Larry.
So you read 14 issues in the Omni.
So are you going to reread them? I say just read that whole thing over again.
Did you read? Okay, my question is, did you read that this year? Or are you trying to backfill the things you've read on Goodreads? That's my question.
Oh,
I feel
see
like
what you
that
mean.
matters. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, because he's a Goodreads newbie. So right, that could be
Right.
the case.
Oh, hey, Kenny. It's been a
What's up,
while
Kenny?
since we've seen you. Hope you're doing well. You too. If you only read one Superman book, I pick up either Superman for All Seasons or Smashes the Clan. I did love Smashes the Clan.
You
So
did. I need to
there you
read
go.
that.
You should read it. 2024 goal.
And I want to reread. I read For All Seasons, but I bought the Absolute, which is right over here, and I haven't cracked it open. So I would like to make that. I'm going to add these to my
There you go.
potential goals. Thank you,
Quick
Kenny.
read too.
Yeah.
Did you all see some Facebook Reels, TikTok about Zuru mini brands books? Do you know about this, Mary?
No.
Your capsule full of 3 mini books around the size of a dime.
Oh,
This is you're
James.
speaking Mary's language. You have no idea.
James, I'm like starting to twitch right now.
Mary, you better bring up a window and look that up real
I'd be
quick.
like-
Write that down.
Like, what are you talking
Wait a
about?
second.
You think this?
Okay. Jessica's chiming in. For omnis, I give myself credit by entering them as trade paperbacks, collected editions. For singles, I wait and read what makes up a volume, but it's all about why you're counting different for all. So the problem with that, Jessica, is he read part of an omni. That's the confusion.
Wait.
She's just saying she gives herself more credit. So if she read a whole omni, she's breaking it down.
I see.
I can't do that, but good for you. I just can't do it. Alexander is a distinguished gentleman.
Oh,
love
did
that.
you hear that, buddy? Elon said you're a distinguished gentleman.
They do bring joy to
I
everyone.
agree. I know, here we go again. I'm talking about animals at work. But today at work,
Oh,
there's a community floor where dogs are allowed. My
love
favorite
that.
dog, her name's Maple.
Oh,
And Maple and I are buds now, and I'm buddies with her owner. So I got to give Maple a treat today,
oh.
and she's the best. So I agree. They bring me so much joy anywhere I go.
What's she look like? Tell me about Maple.
She's tall. Like, she's definitely a mixed breed. I'm not really
Tall.
sure. She's tall. She's got like long legs, and she's the color of like maple syrup.
Oh, cute. I love
Nice
that.
tan.
Love that about Maple.
Yeah, she's awesome. I'll try to take a picture if it's not weird.
Oh, yeah. Do it. You're besties
know?
now. Just take a selfie with her.
Okay, be like, Maple. Oh, that's a good idea. That's much
Yeah.
more appropriate, I
That's
think.
cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Craze. Good to see you here.
Hey, Crazed.
All right. My dad's trying to be less confusing.
Okay.
It's a 14-issue miniseries in the Omni that I have never read, and I'm going to read that portion later this year. So you're not rereading the whole Omni, and you've not even read it.
Oh, Larry, can you just read the Omni?
Just go reread the Omni. Isn't that one of the smaller ones? Just reread it. Why are you making this complicated?
But in this specific case, I guess if I had to decide, then I think it would be okay if that's the only thing you're reading from this Omni at the moment. You put it in as a trade or whatever, if it's in there like that. And then someday, if you do go back and you read the full Omni, then you put in the whole Omni, and you have to reread those 14.
Right, I agree.
Right?
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Kristen calling Larry buddy always cracks me up. I am her buddy.
Buddy.
Hello, Gerard. The radio show of Superman Smashes the Clan was great as well. Glad they brought that back with the Batman audio adventures.
I don't know about any of that.
No, but it sounds
fun. Yeah, it does. This may be a dumb question, but where can we listen to those? Or
I know the book's based on the old one.
Okay.
That came out a long time ago.
Oh, like
Smashes the Clan. Yeah.
Oh.
You could probably find that on YouTube or something. The old one.
You could maybe Google it, Mary. I bet you can find it.
No, someone probably knows.
Yeah.
Gerard may know. Those mini brand books are adorable, and they come with teeny tiny bookmarks.
Hayden.
Magnifying glass because they're readable.
Hayden. Why do you...
Hayden.
You're just making me open up my wallet.
That's exciting. Oh, Hayden wants to be buds with Maple. Me too.
Hayden, you'd love Maple.
Me too.
She's real cool. Here's the thing. She doesn't like everyone. There's like a couple people on the floor. If they walk in, she barks at them.
Oh, she's like, forget these losers. Yeah.
And my friend who works in facilities, she's like, yeah, she's spot on for barking at them. They're not a nice person.
Ooh.
So she's smart too.
She knows what's up. I love that.
Mhm.
Love that. Kane has to read Omnis and Chunks. I better digest the story and characters over a period
Me
of time
too.
rather than one sitting. Helps me remember the plot and characters.
Yeah,
I feel
I get
that.
that.
Okay, I've read nearly all of it, only haven't read that small portion. Thanks for the answer. This is what I was thinking too. Okay.
Okay, good.
Good. Maybe you just wait until you read that portion and then put the whole Ami in. It would be cheating. I agree. Okay, Jessica's gonna find a video podcast app on you for that. On
Thanks.
you, for you, for you.
Thank you.
That's fun. You can also buy teeny tiny bookshelves to place your teeny tiny books on.
I'm gonna have teeny tiny money left.
Love that. Oh, it's on YouTube. Jared says. And the Batman
Thanks,
audio
Gerard.
adventures are on Spotify. Fun.
On Spotify, I could listen on the
Yeah.
train.
There you go. Look at you. Oh, I guess that's true if you're going for the most accurate numbers. Yeah, I get what you mean though.
I love this talk with the,
Yeah, me too.
I really do.
Maybe we'll remember Borders
Yeah.
and Borders Express used
Oh.
to sell book marked strings with charms on them. I have a whole bunch of them.
Yes.
I miss Borders too.
Borders.
I found an old like Borders bookmark
Nice.
in a book the other. I know it's somewhere around here. I don't
Mm-hmm.
probably not near me where I want it, but I mean it was just one of those flimsy ones that you got with your book.
Yeah, I love
But I was
that.
like, oh, miss it.
What was it about Borders that a lot of us have attached memories to? That how is it different from Barnes and Noble? I don't even know how to answer that question. I really don't.
think for at least my Borders I grew up with,
Mm-hmm.
it was smaller, so it didn't feel as overwhelming. Maybe.
Hmm.
And I feel like the cafe was bigger, so you got to like chill out more.
Hmm.
I don't know. I definitely
Yeah.
have, and I mean, I don't have either one now, obviously. But
Yeah.
my preference growing up was actually Books a Million, and that Books a Million we had was short lived because it was so close to Barnes and Noble.
Okay.
So our BAM shut down pretty early on, but I loved BAM was my favorite.
Yeah, I still stop at BAM. There's one sort of near here. It's just if I'm over in that area, but I like it too. Maybe for that reason, that the way you describe Borders, because the Books a Million here is small. It's in a mall, and it is smaller. So
I do have that. Have I read it? No. Do I need to get rid of it? Yes. Who needs money when you have a teeny tiny library for borrowers? It's true.
that's true. Good point.
Jessica finally got her Barnes & Noble tote. You're right, quality.
Right? Isn't it nice?
I do wish I had a Barnes & Noble that I could hang out
know.
at.
I mean, how many times do I tell you? Probably at least twice a month. I'm like sending you pictures from Barnes & Noble, and we'll just go, we might buy, like Kim likes to buy like magazines there, and I might buy a book or two, but like we go get coffee. It's just fun, just to go and relax and walk around.
Totally. Borders and Borders Express always broke street day for books released. Oh, so they were illegal.
Really? Oh
It's
my
great for
God.
manga because they didn't care.
That's funny.
Maybe that's why they shut down. BAM was the best. I mean, they still exist out. Like Borders because I never liked shopping for clothes. And when I got dragged to the mall, there was always a Borders to pass time. My Borders was not in a mall.
Oh, it's ours. Yeah, ours was in a mall.
Okay.
And then at work, there was one when I worked in this one building, there was one right downstairs, and I was in there probably 3 times a week. I'm like, going to lunch,
Nice.
just walk around, yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
What are the odds he'd read that format? I mean, I don't know. What are the
You
odds?
looking for it? You're like,
I'm staring at it. I mean, it's a big floppy paperback, but that's all that exists, right? I don't love my Barnes and Noble toe. It's a smaller one. I use it all the time. Mara, we should go to a bookstore tomorrow. Not Barnes and Noble because there are other ones there, but
nice.
let's go, Mara. Let's go. See, my Borders was not in a mall. So it was a different vibe for me. I don't know. It wasn't even near a mall. How many books will I be coming home with this weekend? If it's less than 20, I would be livid. Well, there's we're going to hit up half prices.
Oh, man. Now
I don't
I'm
know if you know
jealous.
that yet, Mara, but we are. We're going at least. You should come with us. There's 2. Let's go. Oh, Borders Express was for the mall. Borders was the larger store. Oh, okay. Makes sense. I'm very lucky to have an independent bookshop near me where they allow me to read an entire book and get free tea or hot chocolate.
Wow.
That's fun.
It's really nice.
DMD with some examples. Oh, Hayden, thank you for that. I'm excited to look at that.
You know, the next show I'm going to be like, oh, I have something to haul.
And then there's this little.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a day full of half price books, Mara. That's right. Can't wait. Those are rookie numbers for you. Mara, we're just going to point out all the books you should read. And she'll be like, all right, buys. Gonna FaceTime Mary while we shop. That'd be cute.
Oh.
Can we make this happen? Dad, you want to buy my edition? All right, goals. Should we start by talking more about the Goodreads number goal? So you've changed yours how many times now?
I think I set it at 100, and then I'm like, F this. I changed it to 12.
I love that for you.
The number was like, 1 book a month. I know listen, but I got to tell you.
It's a lot more than an average person does.
That, and I just, not that I don't care. Obviously I care, right? Or else I would have put it around the 100 number that I always pretty much set. But I just wanted to free myself of it. And I'm talking just for me. I'm not judging anybody that has a high number. Good on you. I'm talking about me,
It's a great goal.
And I know it's going to go way beyond that. And it's not to inflate or give an incorrect number, but I don't want the pressure anymore. And that's a big thing for me as far as my goals go. And when I say pressure, I don't mean this is all fun and games. Reading is, I'm not acting like this is so life important here, but any kind of pressure, I'm just eliminating from my life, especially when it comes to reading, because that's something we all love to do. It's ridiculous to have any kind of pressure. I'm not thinking about whether it be posting on Instagram, whether it be even reading for this live stream, of all places, this is not a place where I ever need to feel pressure. Kristen and I talk about it all the time. If we showed up 4 weeks straight and didn't read one book, we would still come on here and chat and have an awesome time with all of you, But yeah, so no pressure, social media, YouTube, my wallet, everything, just stop. I'm trying to use the library more. And and I don't want to, I'm not all I'm going to deprive myself, anything like that. But just I guess sometimes I find it ridiculous. When I do a sweep and I want to make more room on my shelves, and it's stuff I haven't touched, and you have that honest conversation with yourself. I'm never going to read this. And if I do, when, It's ridiculous. Like, I have a couple Omnis where I have like a volume 3 or a volume 2 because I bought it because it was so cheap. Why did I do that? I don't even have the one before it, right?
I get that.
Like, it's
That's
that
me, a
kind of
head
thing.
lover.
Oh,
But you're like, you had to.
that's a little different when it
Yeah.
comes. If it's an
Yeah.
Omni, I feel like it's a different ball game. Those are
I get
trades.
you.
Like, I feel like manga, that's something else. You buy things out of order. Like, you grab it if you see it
Yeah, I
at a
have
good
that.
price. Like, I get that. Like, with trades and manga, like, I totally get that. So, sorry, I kind of
No, I love it.
derailed.
I love it. I think I may have mentioned it last time, but I started my reading goal for this year, reading challenge, for 300. And that's what I did last year,
Hmm.
which I moved my goal down from last year because I was like,
Right.
not going to hit. I had 365 last year, really lofty. I was like, no. I've done more than that, but like I was like, it's not happening. So then I was like, forget that, 200. And then I was like, forget that, 100. So I'm at 100 right now.
Good.
And I'm like, forget it. I'm with you. I'm not trying to stress myself out about reading
Yeah.
this year. Yes, we have a weekly show called Reading Update.
Yeah. Which
But
maybe the name might change. Or maybe
I
the
mean,
reading update is, I didn't read anything.
yeah, maybe it is. Who knows? But I love the vibe. We're gonna have attitudes about it. I love it. We make
Yeah.
jokes now. We're like, we hate reading. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, it's not true at all. But that is the joke. Like,
Yeah.
because we had that one day we were just like texting each other back and forth, like, yeah, and you know what else? And you know what
Yeah.
else?
Yeah, it was
You
very
know?
dramatic. So we do have a list, each of us, of 24 books we want to read in
Yes.
2024.
Yes.
You have a list, digital list, and I
Yeah.
have physical copies, and you're gonna see how ridiculous this list is for me.
Oh man.
Is it stacks of lies? Is it a list of lies? We'll find out. There's zero pressure. We would just like to read these.
Yeah.
That's true. That's not a
Yeah.
lie. Will we? Don't know. No idea. Barnes & Noble over the years has moved away from book variety to bestsellers and school university reading lists. Overall, less books and more games.
Oh.
I found some weird like outlier books at Barnes & Noble. Like it'll be like something where I'm like, oh, I can't, or I can find this on Amazon. Maybe it's full price, and I'm like, well, I'd rather
Okay.
just go support Barnes & Noble, and then I'll find it there. So this was like a smaller publisher that I'm remembering.
Okay.
So they do. Maybe it depends on like who's buying at that store,
Yeah.
but they do tend to have some gems I've found.
By the way, I just want to say hi to Gore Vidal. I forget your real name. I apologize, but I've seen you on a couple shows with Sleepy Reader, and
Oh, fun!
yeah, I enjoyed watching the two of you talk, and just wanted to say hey.
Love that. Kane's always wanted to visit Half Price Books, closest Book Off in New York City. I think
Book
you like
Off.
Book Off, yeah.
Yeah, I do like Book Off, and it's funny, Kane, that you say that because I really haven't been there in a while. I used to work pretty close to Book Off. Now it's not close anymore. But I should visit there soon. Like maybe a day I could take like a long lunch or something.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Hello, Brooke. How are
Brooke's here.
you?
Brooke's here to tell us about all the thrillers to
Yeah.
stay away from in 2024.
Yeah, Brooke, what's going on? What do we need to not read? I realized during my own book goal that I need to stop checking out 5 to 8 novels from the library at a time. It's not realistic. However,
I knew
my
you were gonna
argument.
if I could pause you and this was like some kind of game, I'm gonna like her next line will be, however.
Tell me. What am I
You're
gonna
gonna say, well, by checking out 5 to 8 novels, Mara. Wait, you wouldn't say it with such a negative connotation. You would say, Mara, by checking out 5 to 8 novels, you are supporting your library, therefore, or some other word you'd insert there,
Yeah.
supporting the creators.
It's true because the amount of checkouts and rotations of books in libraries, like they
Yes.
keep track of that stuff.
Correct.
So even if you take it home and didn't read it, one, they don't know that. But two, it actually helps. So because I've been in there, I've been like,
Yeah.
I don't want to buy things. I will go to the library, I'll get a library haul, and I'll bring it home, knowing darn well I'm not reading all of these. But I have the option, and it's helping my library. So
Yeah, totally.
it's actually a good thing. Remember that. I am
You
not
know-
Jessica. I cannot read 17 novels a week.
Whoa.
Who can? Jessica's an outlier.
Jessica's like, come on, all of you. Like, I told you it was temporary. Let me ride the high wave.
Jessica's a reading machine.
That's funny.
I don't think she sleeps. Oh, temporary winter, seasonal abilities. These abilities just makes sense.
Got it.
Oh, it feels odd having only Mara here without Catherine. They go together like cookies and cream. Oh.
Yeah, where's Catherine? Catherine, are you there? Or are you like painting something?
You know what? She's probably like renovating the house. She's adding a whole room to their house.
She's making her TikToks, you know, like she's like sawing wood,
Yeah.
like gluing stuff, staining stuff.
Those TikToks are make me be like, I really can't do anything.
I know.
I mean, they're awesome, but I'm like, I can't do anything.
I know. We have like a chip in the living room. There's like a paint chip under the window. I'm like, man, if Catherine lived around here, I'd be like, hey, want to come over and fix our wall? I'll buy us a nice dinner.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Love that.
Yeah.
Get a job where you have weeks of projects that are semi-mindless, allowing for audiobooks for hours. I miss those days.
I'd like a job like that.
Yeah. Or does someone inquire these employment benefits?
Exactly.
Great question. Wish we had half-price books in the UK. You guys probably have something cool though, right? There has to be. Oh, thank you for viewing Sleepy Inner Talks.
Of course. Thank you.
I'm the Antichrist of thrillers. Oh, that's intense, Brooke. Oh, the next time I take the train up to NYC, I plan to visit Book Off again.
Nice.
Exciting. Let's see. I'm reading books I bought 30 years ago. I love that. Good for you.
It's amazing. I probably could do that too.
I know, right? One of my goals is to keep a reading journal this year. I just got caught up. LOL. I need to. I've read 4 things this year,
You
and
and
I
Cycle.
haven't even wrote it down. Yeah.
Well, Cycle's doing sort of a reading. Well, I don't know if it's a journal, but keeping a log of what he's reading, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. I also want to go through my books and get rid of some things. There we go, Batmanda.
Always.
One day I'm gonna come on here. There's not gonna be anything back here, and you guys are gonna be like, "What happened?" There's already those books went to Mary. Some of these went somewhere else. I can't even remember now.
But you know what's great? I was about to go into this whole thing about how I know everybody says this, but like I don't want to buy as many books. Meanwhile, I kicked off the year by like, oh, Kristen, I'll buy those 4 Omnis from you.
You needed those.
But it's, but it's different because those are ones I just want to, it's the thing we all say as well, right? Like, oh, I want to have stuff that I really want to read, that I want to keep, that I want to have on the shelf, this and that. So like some of that stuff that I bought the Peter David Incredible Hulk from Kristen. Those are the Omnis that I bought. And I've read some of that stuff. That's something that I've dipped in and out and I really enjoyed it. So I'm like, those are a set of Omnis that of all these silly Omnis I have here that I probably bought because maybe I got them on sale. If I'm being really honest, there's a lot here that I got because I got a great deal on, or that I had some FOMO on maybe, but those are a set that I really want to have. And like, I want to kind of move my spending towards that,
Oh, I was muted. I love that.
Oh.
Cycle's getting mad in the
Whoa.
chat. What's the book?
Cycle.
Wow, Cycle.
That is
that's thank you. That's a lot. That's a lot. If only I could immediately take that money and send him the book.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but
that's amazing.
Very nice. Very nice. He's a madman. That's how bad he wants you to read that book.
I mean, that's intense.
He's insane. Oh, Cycle, you're lovely. Thank you for that. That's hilarious.
Amazing.
I'm a little confused with all those singles you're reading. Are you not like halfway through that 12 goal?
Well, Don't be confused, Larry. That's the
Don't be
thing.
confused.
That's the beauty in this. By taking away some high goal, I don't even think about. I put that in there so that everything will be tracked by the end of the year. I can actually see what I read, the pages, all that fun stuff. But there's no pressure. So that goal was to put a number in there so things can be tracked. But I don't want to be like the summer hits and Goodreads is like, hey, loser, you have to read 15 books a day in order to hit your
Yeah.
goal. I don't like those messages from Goodreads.
I don't either.
Doesn't work for me. So with 12,
Those
I'm
give me
happy.
anxiety.
Yeah,
100%.
there we go. I almost set it at 1, like to be a real smart ass, but I didn't do that.
I love that you're doing that though. And
Thank
Catherine is here.
Catherine, come on.
She'll fix that paint chip any day.
See, I knew
If only, right?
Only.
Catherine's buying a flight. Oh, you guys
Aw.
probably would. Don't put past him. Oh, Brooke's gonna be in NYC on February 2nd.
Oh, what day of the week is that? I don't even know.
Let me check for it's a Friday.
Oh, I'm not in the cities on Friday.
That's the one day, right?
Brooke, come
That's
on.
the one day.
Schedule your life around me. Come on.
Brooke, you guys
Well,
could
I'm
have lunch.
I'm sure she's going in. She has like real plans. I bet so. It's a little obnoxious of me to think she wanted to meet up.
No, I mean, I think that's the plan. She's like, let's go. Maybe you need to go on Thursday. I'm just saying. Let me know if you saw your Moomin books. Well, I don't want to, but I may have to consider it. We'll see.
Well, Batmanda gets first dibs.
Yeah,
maybe.
Absolutely. 100%. My goal this year is to not buy any physical and sell most of, if not all of my books. Oh, Chris, you probably have some great things. Not that I'm trying to buy. I just know Chris probably has a great collection.
I don't know. This is like the Kristen and Chris book bonanza.
Maybe we should do some trading, Chris. We could be those people.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know. But you don't want to buy physical. But we'll see. Cycle is super duper serious. Look for Larry's thoughts. Now he has to.
Totally.
I don't set a number to reach. I read what I read and catalog that. If I read more this year than I did last year, woo. If not, I read. That's a great attitude. Great attitude. Dang it, Mary.
Dang it.
Okay. Feel like a little pressure from you will help me stick to schedules and goals, but you should use it how you want, and I support that.
Thanks, Larry. I see that, but the way my mind works, it's like I just run for the hills.
My anxiety is the opposite. I'm just like,
yeah,
I have to read 15 a day. I don't want to.
Because if it encouraged me in a positive way to stick to goals, then I'd be all about it. But I realize specifically to Goodreads, it doesn't work for me.
Yeah. I get that. No, I was literally going to stand outside your work and wait for you all day long. That was my only plan.
Oh, gee. I mean, listen, this is crazy talk. You could have, come in, I get you
meet Maple. Come on.
Well, I was going to say, get you a complimentary cup of something, whatever you enjoy drinking from the barista.
There you
could
go.
say you can meet Maple. I mean,
honestly, it sounds like a delight.
Can you imagine Maple's owner like, oh, I have a friend here. She'd like to meet Maple.
She really wants to meet Maple.
She'd be like, back away from my dog now.
Like, why are you talking about my dog on the internet? Like, just next time you see that person, be like, does Maple have an Instagram? Because I really want to promote her. Oh, I'm trying to read all the novels. It seems like you've done that, Jessica. You're killing it. Oh, I think she's specifically referencing Moomin, but still.
Oh.
Funny. Who is Maple? Maple's a dog.
Oh. Yeah, Maple's a dog. I work in a building that is dog friendly, specifically to this one community floor. I don't know beyond that. Like, I feel like if I rolled into my office with Alexander, my boss would be like, what are you doing? But I could work with Alexander on the 14th floor if I filled out paperwork. But anyway, Maple is this lovely dog who I pet whenever I see her. She's tall. She's long legs.
She's tall.
And I
That's
gave
what I
her
call Buffy every day.
right when
I'm like, you're so tall.
Buffy's tall.
Yeah.
Willow's not really tall. I'm not.
No.
I'm not shaming her, but
She's a shorty. It's okay.
yeah. So is
Yeah.
Alexander.
Yeah.
So Brooke Maple's a dog at work who is lovely and so cute, and I gave her a treat today.
Hold on. Maple has 100K plus followers on Instagram. I wouldn't put it past Maple. Mar loves Maple. I want to know why Amazon won't just put a tiny bit of their massive server power into the Goodreads website so it isn't so laggy. Oh, that's because they don't care about it.
Well,
They haven't updated that website in ages. It's not
I was gonna ask Larry. Well, they have updated the website, not mobile, right? Or no? Am I wrong?
I don't.
Because the website, when you go on, it does look a little different. I'm not saying it functions better. I'm just saying
Right.
that
Maybe it's just aesthetically they updated
like a
it.
cosmetic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because as you know, I go on, like if I add a book from my phone and it doesn't give me the right edition, it drives me crazy. So I have to go on to my laptop at some point and change it to the correct edition. So that's how I noticed it.
Makes sense. Office pets are a blessing. I'm jealous your job allows office pets.
I know.
Every job should. We should have like an area to chill out and relax with like some kitties,
Oh
some
yeah.
dogs.
Yeah.
People can just have a stress-free
Yeah.
little area.
Totally.
I've never met Maple, but I know we would hit it off. It's true. She can spot the good ones. So
Yeah, she can.
hello, Danny. How are you?
What's up, Danny?
The app and website seem about as slow as each other for me.
Oh, yeah?
They're both bad. Both bad.
Bad.
Bad. You could change editions in the app, Mary.
Jessica, I mean,
Like
in
how?
the chat, can you tell
Yeah,
me
we've talked
in the
about this.
chat,
Like, can't figure it out. No
please,
idea.
I would love to know this.
Because I've also had to change editions before, and I'm like, can't do it. I have to go to the
This-
website.
If I can do that, and keep in mind, I have an Android. I know some people just judged me. Not Kristen and Larry, though.
Not me.
But if I can do
Pixel
that,
gang.
oh, whatever. Did everybody see my
Oh,
case?
mine is just minty.
Minty.
Your case is nice. I like it.
Thank you. I hope I can do it on my phone. That I would love that so much.
I'll be honest, I will not get work done if there are pets at work. This is fair.
Yeah, I'm sort of useless when I go to I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go get a coffee on the community floor, and then I'm like a half hour later.
Here are the Android folks coming out of the woodworks. Here we go.
Yeah.
I use a flip phone. We love that for you.
I miss my. What did I had the Razor. Remember the phone?
I never had a Razor. Everybody was cooler than me. I did have a BlackBerry though. I had a full keyboard when it wasn't cool. I was like, I love this keyboard.
That keyboard was the best.
The best.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. There are days I wish I would just. I'm like, you know what? Wouldn't it be nice just to have a phone, like just a flip phone?
I mean, just not have all the nonsense.
Yeah, just
I hear you.
I don't know.
Well, Mary, I want to bring up your list because I'm very curious what 24 reads you would like to read in 2024.
All right.
And real quick, Kane, love that you love your Pixel. I also love my Pixel. Pixel forever.
Oh, wait. Alon said, still play Snake. Remember Snake?
Nice.
I
love that.
All right.
Here we go. Look at this list.
Listen, I came up with 24. Doesn't mean I'm sticking to it. It doesn't mean they're in any kind of order. I'm missing stuff. I didn't throw in books that I got for Christmas. But here we go. With number one, I'm so excited for the Romnibus.
The Romnibus.
Next week it's coming. It was funny. I don't know if it was this week or last week. I was watching the Omni Bros and Larry was in the chat too, and like, everyone was like, "Oh, we're happy for Mary and Larry because they really want to read it or whatever." But the connotation in the rest of the chatter was like, not in the chat, but the rest of the conversation was like, "Oh, people are just buying it for speculation, this and that." But they kept going back to, "But we're happy for Larry and Mary." It was making me laugh. So obviously I pre-ordered that. I can't remember the last time. Actually, I can remember the last time I pre-ordered, and I have an update. This may rock some people's worlds here. Kristen, I'm going to talk about Hellboy.
Whoa.
I have turned on that freaking monster size
Yeah.
omnibus.
I heard about this.
The thing is so heavy. You know, I'm not some little scrawny thing. I can handle my own. That thing is unruly. It's got to go. It's got to go.
I love
I
that
re-
so much.
I
How far
regret-
did you get in it?
I got like 100 pages in, and I was really interested in what I was reading, but the thing is, it's too big. It's
Yeah.
going. I already have a friend that wants to buy it, and we're good to
Oh.
go.
There you go. Love that.
But I regret. I'll be honest about it. I regret not going the Larry's Library way and buying the library editions. I do.
They're
I
so
do.
fuzzy though. It's
I know, but Alexander doesn't shed. Does that make a difference?
you're still gonna get like
Dust.
dust. Yeah.
All right,
Listen, Mary.
Maybe I need to rethink that.
So, are you saying you are interested now in purchasing it in another fashion?
You're like, I happen to have one for sale.
Because did you know that I have some available?
You're like the best bookstore.
I'm just saying, you don't have to buy them, but they've just
All
been
right.
sitting here, and I'm trying
All
to
right.
clear space. So,
All right.
that's
So, thank you. Maybe we'll discuss that.
okay.
But yeah, you know what? Sometimes you have to experience something and then just learn. I was like so hell bent on buying that,
Ooh.
pre-ordering
Hellboy.
it, and that's another thing. Talk about non-reading goals. Like, I'm through buying these like giant omnis that are like, I don't know what the page cutoff's going to be for me, but I'm not interested in that anymore because it's
Are
not.
you staring at that squirrel girl right now? It's so big.
Yeah, it is big, but it's not like Hellboy's bigger
Yeah,
this
I
way.
got you.
So I don't really regret that. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here? Oh, Danny's probably
Danny's
upset. Oh,
heartbroken.
well, don't be heartbroken because I'm not saying I didn't enjoy what I read. I did, but just that edition, I just realized like enough. I'm not doing this anymore.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
And apparently Patterson has a new book out called Holmes, Marple, and Poe.
Ooh.
Almost Maple, which would have been hilarious to the conversation.
Oh, that's cool. I obviously that title sounds very interesting. Do you know, is it a series? Because I'm just so behind. Like, in my head, I'm like, oh, after I finish these two, I'm gonna keep going with this series, and I might go back to Alex Cross. I don't know. I can't even catch up. I can't keep up. I mean,
Omni Bros have officially banned me for life.
wait, for real, Cycle?
Cycle, you're forever banned? You got the forever ban hammer?
Well, that's crazy. Okay, I'm sorry. We only did one of my books.
No,
So-
it's okay.
We have Wolverine. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 on my shelf.
And the
Have
fifth
I-
one's like out, right?
Is the fifth one out?
I think the fifth one's out.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry. I'm so
Okay,
sorry
anyway.
to say.
But I want to start the first volume. And just for those people out there, not that I need to justify anything. This is also a series that I have dipped in and out throughout my life. And I am so happy to have them all collected so that I can read it in order. So there's that. All right, next, Black Cat Omnibus. That is all Jess's fault because he kept talking about it and it did sound interesting. I would like to read that this year. I also got as a Christmas. Oh, I did get one Christmas gift on here, I think. Okay, so Kim bought me.
My bad. It's out in April.
Okay,
My
good,
bad.
good. Marvel Age Omnibus. That's the one that everyone was like, "Who asked for this omnibus? Who wants to read that?" And probably me and your dad were like, "We would be interested in that." So Kim bought me that for Christmas. So I would like to dip into that. That's not one I think that you read straight through. You know.
Yeah.
Danny, I didn't give up. I'm just giving up on that edition because
The format. Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, it's too big for me. Like I can't. Holding a thing is
understandable.
uncomfortable. I feel like I'm damaging the freaking book when I even turn a page. It's craziness.
Black Cat
Again.
propaganda.
Totally, William.
Everyone wants to get. I'd like to read it too.
Nice. Yeah, so the Marvel Age Omnibus, that's one I think you dip in and out of. I don't really think you read it straight through. But to answer the question, who asked for that omnibus? I kind of
You
I
did.
didn't ask for it, but
Yeah.
I was excited to see it
Interested,
come out.
sure.
Clementine book 2. Kristen gifted me the first one. I really enjoyed it. I'm a Walking Dead fan. No, I never played the game, but I don't think that matters.
Doesn't.
Yeah, and if anybody's curious, I know for a fact that that is also on Hoopla.
Very exciting. I dare say the second one's better.
Oh, I love that because
Yeah.
that's not typically the case in things, right?
Totally not.
Especially for the next book, as you had mentioned. Nice House on the Lake. Kristen is infamously known for saying, love the first trade.
Yeah.
Second trade, bleh. But anyway, I plan on reading that on Hoopla, so I haven't read any of it yet, so I am excited to start that.
I look forward to those thoughts.
I know. Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm looking forward to having like a conversation with you about it after I
Yeah.
read the whole thing. So, Where Monsters Lie by your friend Kyle
Yes.
Starks. I noticed that is also on Hoopla. So I do want to read that. Sounds like something I'd be interested in. And also from Kyle Starks, I never read the 3rd and 4th issues of Unleashed, and I own those, so I definitely want to get to those. Anything that I have like italicized, it's because it's like a series I started and I want to
Love
continue
that.
on.
Look at you organizing.
Fantastic Four, I mentioned that before, by Ryan North. I want to continue on that series. Same thing with Ultimate Spider-Man by Hickman. Scarlet Witch Volume 1 by Steve Orlando. I want to check out.
I mean, we did you skip Beneath the Trees?
Did I?
I think you did. I assume that's Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees.
No, this is a different book. This is a different series. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, really?
Yes, that is it. I didn't mean to skip that, but obviously I want to continue with that series. Scarlet Witch Volume 1 by Steve Orlando. That's on there because I recently watched Vision finally on Disney Plus, and I loved it so much. So I just want to have a little Scarlet Witch in my life. So I heard this one was actually good, so I'll check that one out. Of course, I want to continue with whatever Blood on the Tracks comes out this year. So that's why I just kind of vaguely wrote manga series because I don't know how many volumes are coming out this year. Barnstormers, A Ballad of Love and Murder by Snyder and Tula Lote. That's Jess's girl.
Oh, yeah. I remember this.
Yes. I saw that on In Stock Trades. And then I realized that I think it's part of Comixology as well. I think it started there. Am I making this up? Anyway, it looks really interesting. The art looks really cool, so I want to check that out.
Oh, it could have been a Comixology original that
I think so.
because they tend to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the case in that. Cosmic Detective. Bought that at Heroes Con with you. Still haven't read it. Want to read that. I know that your dad read this. Twilight Man, Rod Serling. Sometimes I say Sterling, and Kim gets really mad, and she's like, Sterling, because she's a big Twilight Zone fan. So that's been on Hoopla. It's been on my favorite list forever, and I finally want to get to it this year. And then I have a couple epic collections listed here because here I am talking about Monster Size Hellboy. I have all these epics. They're like, in my opinion, like the perfect editions to read. They're just like, I don't know. Or am I right in saying they're like single issue, true to single issue size ish?
Well, yeah, it's like a trade.
Yeah, that feels like that to me. But anyway, I have Fantastic Four, probably about 1 through 3 of those in epics. Oh, look at here. I wrote start the Excalibur epic collection. I'm putting in like verbs in my list.
I love it.
So yeah, those 2 epic collections I'd like to get started on. and Gideon Falls. I bought
Hey.
in some, crazy barn. We were talking about Barnes and Noble earlier. I bought both volumes as
Oh yeah,
part of
that
their
50% off sale.
yeah. So I
That they
scooped those
didn't
up.
have this year.
Oh.
That's mad
And
about.
then Gotham City Year One, Tom King. My buddy Tom King.
Oh, besties.
Yeah, besties. And believe it or not, I never read Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, so I'd like to do that. And look, I had to put these on because I have Omnis coming my way. Peter David's Hulk, so those are coming. And She-Hulk by Rainbow Rowell.
I want to continue that. It's fun.
I definitely want to check those out. And then finally, a book I bought because I had to have it and still haven't read it, Days of Sand.
Nice. I love your list.
Thank you.
I'm surprised they're all comics, but I do love your list.
Well, I was gonna put prose on. I'm like, really, most people who come here, they want to hear about the comics. I know we talk about prose all the time anyway, but I don't know. I just didn't include them.
Mine is majority comics, but I do have some prose.
Cool.
So, everyone's wanting you to play the game.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead game. It is great. I mean, it's fun. It's not an average like video game either.
Yeah. Well, I don't play games. Meaning, it's trying to be funny.
I get it.
No, but like the games I play like Atari games and stuff. If I do, so
this is a good idea that you could watch someone play it because like it really is just a story.
Oh wow!
But you don't have to enjoy the book, of course.
Yeah.
Mary has like 8 of my picks on that list.
Nice.
Cute. That is a pretty great list.
Thank you.
Pretty great.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. We're going to start with something no one's surprised with.
I wish I could guess.
Hero Cats. You do
I mean,
the cats would be involved.
I was going to say Hero Cats.
I knew it. Is this the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen? Probably. It looks like the art's bad. Like it looks bad, but I need to read it. It's been sitting on my shelf.
Yeah, you have to.
It's a cat comic. I need to know. Here we are. Another one that's been sitting on my shelf, which this is nonfiction, about an epic memoir from a manga master, A Drifting Life.
Oh, I always see that at the library.
Chunky. Yeah. It's been sitting on my shelf for a while, and I'd really like to read it. I enjoy graphic memoir, and to see one particularly about a manga artist, I think will be really fun.
Nice.
Heard a lot of good things about this. Drawn on Quarterly put it out. It's just been sitting there. It's taken up a lot of room. So I'm like, I need to read it to know if I need to get rid of it.
Yes.
So, Pee Pee Poo Poo Volume 3. I will be reading that, actually. It's not on my list, but I will read it. Oh, do you have some sort of retro system?
I have the Atari, my original Atari 2600, and then I just bought, which I haven't set up yet, I bought the Atari 2600 Plus.
Love that for you.
Thank you.
Reed put this on my list just so I had to hold it up and tell you the title of it again.
Here we go.
It was for your benefit.
Here we go.
He plopped this down and I laughed. And that is, of course, The Devil's Panties.
Read!
Which is some auto-bio stuff that we found at like a half price books. It looks like it may be fun, really. Have I read it yet? No. Does it have the worst title? Absolutely.
It does.
So, there we are.
That was very much on purpose, that title.
Oh, is it worth a lot of money?
Oh.
Then your girl's gonna read it and sell it. That's what's gonna happen.
Don't use my wrestling name, the Spinebreaker, when you're reading that one.
Oh yeah. Maybe I just won't read it. I'll just be like, bye. That's funny. It's so out of print though. I know I got this like for cheap somewhere. But hey, that happens, right?
Oh.
Speaking of out of print, I know this one's out of print too. The Solo Deluxe Edition. This is the one that's 12 of the greatest artists in comics doing like their take on Batman. I think it's all Batman, maybe. Maybe it's all just DC stuff. I can't remember. Clearly, I haven't read it. But I've also had this edition forever.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll read it someday. I like the cover. I've also these are just like all out of print books side by side. I didn't even realize. Listen,
I mean,
I've had these Ghostbusters books on my shelf for how long?
really?
Long time. And I know they're out of print, and they just look really fun.
Yeah, that's
You
got to
know?
be fun. Yeah.
Like I need to just do it and just read it because I'm gonna have a good time for sure.
Nice.
Devil's Panties is on volume 14. I've heard that. Do you have any of those, Chris? I know you're selling all your books. Not that I need, you know. I just realized Cycles 50 is worth a lot more than a lot of donations as he is on iOS. Okay. Oh, it's dropped to like 30 or 40 nowadays on eBay. Well,
Wow.
still over cover. It's nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've had this nice treasure chest edition of SpongeBob comics for a long time. I mean, look at this nice like die cut slipcase cover.
That's a picture right there. That should have been the thumbnail.
I mean, it's pretty cool though. One, I just love that like all these different artists and a lot of artists I like throughout like do their own take on everything.
That's cool.
But also there's a reprint of the first issue.
Oh,
Which is neat.
that's so cool.
Yeah. So it's just a nice like hardcover setup. And of course now I can't get it back. I got it.
Mm.
And it's been sitting there and I've not read it. So I would like to do that. SpongeBob's very nostalgic for me. I mean, I obviously like grew up with it.
Do you find slip cases anxiety inducing like that? I just got anxiety watching you trying to put that back in.
That's just because I'm bad at it.
Okay.
Probably. Ooh, does it have a crusty crab burger recipe? Maybe.
Mm.
Maybe buy those, Kristen. I love Ghostbusters. They're very out of print, so. Oh, he saw a couple volumes at a store. Gotcha.
Oh.
Remember when we found out super chats and other donations applied through an IO? Yeah, I remember that. I just. Yep, I remember, Dad. Yep.
Oh,
Wonder City.
Okay, can I add that to my
Absolutely.
list?
course.
Honorable mentions. I'm having trouble talking now.
With great art, beautiful art by Jared Cullum, of course.
Oh,
Also,
I
Cody too.
I know.
I'm so excited that's happening. So I just want to read more with his art, and I don't even know what this is. I don't even care. Like I really
Yeah,
don't.
we were like, we'll take one of those.
taking
One of those. Yeah.
So I do need to read that. Bat Kid. This is fun too. I feel like I've shown this on a few want to reads for a while now.
I thought you read it already.
No. See? What
No?
do you think? It is a classic baseball manga. Specifically, this was published in 1947 to 49.
Wow.
So it's quite old. This was a Bubbles publication put out by the great people who do the Bubbles magazine. And it is like of the times, you know?
Wow.
But it looks so fun. It also came with this cute baseball card.
Oh,
Love
that's
that.
so cute.
And then in the back, there's like tons of history, like from that time, and like
Wow.
like interviews and stuff, historical things. Here's one of the old covers. It's just really neat that it exists, and I would be really interested to read. I've never read manga that old, so I need to. to.
Yes, you do.
Love that art for Wonder City. He is the best. The best. Yeah, my dad will care about that for sure. Crazy even applied to a little guy. Oh, the like percentage. Dad, you're losing me with this percentage stuff. It's too much math. Battle Royale manga. I've also had these on my shelves for how long?
Wow.
Too long.
Those are
they're
out of print too, aren't they? No,
they are. I don't have all of the ultimate editions. I only have the first 3.
Okay.
And I have the rest in the like regular sized
Okay.
paperbacks. But I need to read it. They've been sitting around. I collected them. I gathered them
Wow.
from around. This was a while back. And I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I need to read them because I'm not going to keep them. You just know it, Mary. You
I
know
know.
it.
I know. And that, you bring up something. I guess I want to be, not that I'm some huge collector. I would never call myself a collector, but I get in that mindset sometimes. I want to, I want to be, definitely I want the percentage higher on being a reader versus like gathering. You use the word gathering. I think that's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of, I had to gather this at Heroes Con
Oh, yes, you did.
by your boy.
Your boy,
Your boy Andrew.
that order you made me place. And then you're like, nah, I didn't order. It was too expensive to pay for the shipping.
I should have asked you to just
I have mine
add.
here too.
I should have asked you to add some stuff to your order, and then I would
You
just like
should've.
pay you. I
know.
know. I
I
didn't know
wouldn't
you
have
were for
taken-
sure going to do it, and then you were like, I did it.
I know, I did it.
Yeah. Oh well, next time.
Wait, I mean, yours is so nice, but he did
Yeah,
that
it's
in
okay.
person.
Yeah.
I didn't. It just came with a little.
Aw,
I definitely did not know this was in here.
I love that.
It's a book plate.
I love that.
Very cool.
Your boy.
My boy Andrew. He's so nice.
I have also had these on my shelf for a little bit. Secret.
Oh,
Yes,
they're trouble, Kristen.
Yeah, this is some horror nonsense.
Yeah.
It looks like trouble, and I'm looking forward to it because we love some horror manga. So
Yeah, we do.
I need to read that. This one I've also had for a bit. It is an Omni. It's the only Omni on this list.
Oh, okay.
The Animosity Omnibus.
Oh.
I feel like it's going to make me cry. I think that's why I've avoided it.
I
You know-
started that. I mean, I don't know how much
Yeah.
I read, and I'm not saying I read anything that was bad. But I was too anxious the whole time. I'm like, I can't with the animals. Something goes wrong. Something happens. I can't handle it.
Yeah. I think that's my ultimate thing. I'm like, okay, I want to read it.
Yeah.
A lot of people love it. We'll see how I feel, and then
Yeah.
I'm likely not keeping it. That's my thought right now.
Yeah.
So, some Tokyo Pop OG books have gone up in price over the year, mostly after bankruptcy. Yeah, even though they've been around for a bit, their old licensed manga wasn't reprinted by new publishers.
Okay.
Check out the prices in the secondary market. Oh, it's a good idea, Kane. Thank you. I think my only Marvel thing on this list, Avengers Academy.
Oh,
I have these nice complete collections. There's 2 of them.
nice.
I've had these for a while. Yeah, it's all like a younger class of Avengers, which I like that trope in the Marvel and DC hero books. So I need to read it because you know what? I'm not
going. Yeah, she's not keeping it.
I'm not keeping it.
I love it.
Avengers Academy is fun.
Oh, okay.
Glad you liked it, Chris. I've showed these before. Now we have them. The I Hate Fairylands. I
can almost reach mine.
read and loved the first trade, of course. Never continued. So I'd like to go back, go through them, continue it. Maybe we can do that on accidentally together sometime.
Sure. Let me know when you crack one open.
Okay, nice. This is my only DC on the list.
Oh.
And Reed handed it to me, and I was like, I'm not going to read that. And he's like, then why do you have it? I was like, great point. So I want to read it and then not have it anymore.
Okay.
And I think I want to read it because everyone's like, Juan, you need to read this.
Uh-oh. When you do that voice.
Will I like it or hate it? I don't know. But you know what? I look forward to having an opinion on it.
Yes.
I certainly like the art because I do like Darwin Cook art. And that is the New Frontier.
Oh,
Did you ever read this one?
No, I have that exact edition.
The floppy paperback, which is nice. It's a nice edition.
I should read it too. But that, yeah.
Buddy read.
You haven't read it?
Yeah.
What?
I'm like, okay. I'll read it and get rid of it. Do I think I'll keep any of these so far? Maybe. I'm definitely going to keep I Hate Fairyland.
I think that might be the only one so far. I think even that cat book is in danger of being...
the cat book's definitely in danger.
It's in danger, yeah.
It's in danger. Maybe the SpongeBob one, because it's so cute. I don't know.
Yeah.
That may be it though.
That might be it because
Maybe
I
the
guess.
Ghostbusters. I've had them for a while. I may really love them.
Yeah, but you bet. Like, I feel like if you don't really love them, you'd be like, well,
Yeah.
if they're out of print, you
It's
could
true.
make some coin on those.
Make a good point, Mary. Make
It's
a good
very
point.
It's very freeing. I feel it's
Yeah.
very freeing.
Yeah, I agree. City of Dragons, the Awakening story.
Oh,
This looks fun. It's by Scholastic Graphics. You know, I'd like some stuff from them.
sure.
I got it for cheap somewhere. I don't know. Looks fun. It looks like a fun thing I'll read and not keep.
Yeah,
Is anyone over me saying that?
I'm not. I think I like to know because then the
Okay.
ones that you're going to keep potentially could be like
Right.
very special.
This is the last Magnetic Press book I have. And you know my history with that.
I do.
And that is Gollum.
Wait. I don't know. That's when I get. You've held that up before, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
There is a blurb on the back from Jonathan Hickman.
Uh-oh.
I'll read it to you. It's not the story or the art or the even, literally says, or the design. Magnetic
What?
Press. Could we not have just, okay, so I'm already mad at this book.
All right.
That makes Gollum a great book. Or was that Jonathan Hickman messing up? I don't know. Just saying. Someone should have proofread it. It's the union of those things, the whole.
All right. I hate it already.
Lorenz, I guess that's the creator, has crafted a perfect package of pure entertainment. Okay, Jonathan Hickman, is it though? Look, maybe I'll love it.
I think
Will
I hate.
though?
I know. Who am I? I can't draw. I want to say I hate the cover, but that is not nice.
I
Don't
also
judge a book.
I hate the cover. I hate the cover. I do.
Do you? Don't judge a book by
Yeah.
by its cover. I understand that, but I'm just saying.
No, I get what you mean. The art inside is better and it's not
Okay.
as weird.
All right.
It's still kind of weird. I don't know.
All right. Good luck. Let us know.
Good night, Mara.
Good
I'll see you
night.
tomorrow.
Bye, Catherine.
Safe
too.
travels. Yeah, bye, Catherine. Good night. Wendy. We talked about Wendy.
Where's she running off to?
Wendy just looks so fun to me. I, again, haven't read it, so is it fun? I need to read it. Every time I look at the cover, I'm like, I want to know what Wendy's deal is. Because I feel like I'll laugh. I feel like it's just a book I'll laugh at.
I feel this book could go either way.
Yeah. I'll hate it or I'll love it.
I feel you could turn on it.
It's true.
Yeah.
That is true. Okay, so the rest I have a few pros here. I think you'll enjoy some of them.
I bet I will.
Oh.
No, it's all right. Go ahead.
What's up? No. I want to know.
I can't really reach what I was going to go for.
Okay.
All right.
Your girl, Sherry Lapina.
Yes.
Mary, of course, sent me this. The end of her, I also would like to read The Couple Next Door.
Read The Couple Next Door first.
Okay. I thought that was the case.
Yes.
Okay. So this is what I want to. Also, I just love these floppy.
They're fantastic.
They're both so floppy.
Yes.
So I will be reading this at some point. No, I'm gonna read this at some point. Which you didn't love this as much, right?
Correct.
Okay. But you still didn't hate it.
Correct.
Okay. Just trying to make sure I remember your reviews. So I really want to read some of those. I've been in a wanting to read a thrillery mood, but haven't. So maybe that'll be soon. I also would love to read The Body because I love Stand By Me, but I've never read The Body.
Nice.
It's also just a novella.
Okay.
Nice little addition. I like it. These two have been on my shelves forever. And there's 2 left of my 24.
All right.
Rainbow Row was mentioned earlier. Landline.
Oh.
I got this on bargain at BAM a long time ago when our BAM was open.
Nice. I haven't heard of this one.
This is one of maybe the only ? I think the only adult novel she put out.
Wow.
And I think she's putting out another one this year or next year or something. Because it was brought up again. I feel like Landline may be getting some kind of adaptation or something too. all I remember about what it's about is, I think, let's see, Love, Marriage, and Magic Phones. Yeah, so you're following a woman whose marriage is in trouble. It's been in trouble for a long time. She still loves her husband, and he loves her, but that almost seems beside the point now. Maybe that was always beside the point. Okay, so I know at some point, I think she picks up the phone,
Mhm.
and it's her husband from years ago, like when they met.
Oh boy.
So there's like a time situation.
Okay.
So something about a magic phone, a
Oh.
landline, in fact. I just really love this cover. Like, it's aesthetically pleasing to me. I
Yeah.
like the end with the E and the chord, and it's just very simple, and I like it.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I've always liked her writing, so I do want to actually read this. And look at how nice the spine is. It's very
Oh,
cute.
yes, very nice.
And I've had this one on my shelf forever. You're gonna be like, girl, you're not gonna read that. That's what I've been saying for ages, because it is a bit of a chunk. I know you
boy.
know this book. The Goldfinch. Listen.
You're not gonna read
You're
that.
not gonna read. I got this lovely floppy edition. It's almost, let's see.
That is a lovely addition.
It is, hold on, let's see how many exact pages it is. You want to guess?
Isn't it like 700 pages?
771.
Oh, I was kind of close.
This is too much. And I know you're following like a whole life. Okay, but and I know I want to read it. I do want to read it. I've wanted to read it for years.
Listen,
but it's clearly fascinating.
I'm not doubting you. I know you can read anything, but ...
But I'm not gonna.
But
Anyway.
no, maybe maybe you do audiobook a little bit. See if you're interested in the
Fair.
story.
Fair. You know, how pleasing though would it be if I did start to read it? I got to the middle and I was like, wow, I've gotten so far.
It could happen.
It could happen. Also, it's like a nice texture, the cover is. Yeah, it won the Pulitzer Prize. Okay. Does that mean I'm gonna read it? No. I'd be curious, anyone watching, if they've read The Goldfinch. Tell me.
Gore-
Do I?
Gore
Tom
is
still alive.
Gore's
Yeah.
like he said just joking.
yeah, she's been around for a long time.
All right. Well, you ended your list with a bang. That was like,
it's been sitting there and I saw it on the shelf and I was like, okay, either I need to
Yeah.
read it or I need to get rid of it.
yeah,
I think that's ultimately what I've decided.
I get it. I felt like there was more in the reading goal department that I wanted to share, but I can't.
Yeah.
It's escaping me.
Um,
Oh, this did make me laugh. When you go into the Kindle store, like when I went to the Kindle store in the new year, it asked me, I didn't even know they did this, but you can put in a reading goal through Kindle. And I was like laughing as I did this, and I set my reading goal, meaning I would read. Now I wonder if now that Comixology is funneled through the Kindle app, I wonder if like some of these single issues that I'm reading might count towards the goal. But anyway, I put in 12 books as a goal. But in my mind, I was thinking like reading 12 ebooks, not really comics. So I'm curious.
Right.
I'll have to look at that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe
even
one of
know
my
why.
goals should be to charge my Kindle and open it again.
See, realistic goals, right?
Yeah, low bar.
Well, it's funny you say that because I was like, oh, I did the same thing. I had to charge mine. It's sitting right here.
Mine is so old that like it still has the micro USB, which is so annoying to have to charge with because everything else is like not
Oh.
that,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
when I have to find it, I'm like, where is it even at?
That's funny.
Which makes me want to upgrade because the new ones have USB-C charging, which is what my
Right.
phone uses, so I can just boom.
I don't know. I don't even really know what I have. What do I
Okay.
have?
I don't know. I feel like you've gotten so many that I don't.
Easy.
Hey,
I know, because I'm acting like this is my only Kindle.
I'm like,
Meanwhile,
you have other ones.
I have the giant one. What's it called? Scribe. I have that giant
Oh
thing.
yeah. Don't you also have like
Yes, I have a Fire, and I have a
a
Lenovo tablet.
Voyage? I feel like
Oh boy, I don't know, but that sounds fun. Whatever
you're
that
like
is.
I need it.
What's
Isn't
it
that the one
called
with the
again?
buttons? The Voyage? Don't you have the button one?
The button. I'm not trying to like act like I don't have something, but button meaning like.
Like on the no, it's on the front and like you hit the buttons.
No, I think when I got this is a paperweight
Okay.
that I have. I think when I got this one, because you're able to trade in and get a couple bucks towards. I think I traded that one in. I don't have that
Oh,
one
okay.
anymore.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
But the scribe one with the pen,
yeah, and
you
it's a
like.
big. It's big. It's very nice to read on. I don't. It's so nice though. This is just how I don't know why I am the way I am. The scribe is so nice, and it is a really nice reading experience. But it was like, it was a nice chunk of change, and I'm like afraid to take it on the train. It's not.
Those things are so like my if I charged up my Kindle, I mean it's like very slow. I would assume they got a little bit faster.
Yeah,
But it would still last me. Like I feel like those things are so like what am I trying to say? Kind of bulletproof and they've lasted forever.
I know. You're right. You're
So
right.
you could just throw that thing around and like
Woo!
yeah, throw it on the train.
Yeah. But that I don't know why it stops me from reading at home though. I mean, it's little much.
I get it
You
though.
know.
I get it.
I know.
Well, those were our reading goals. That's it.
That's it.
That's what we want to do. I
Like
really
this.
just if I even read a few things on this list, I'll be happy.
Yeah, me too. I
You
mean,
know?
listen,
What are you gonna do?
no more pressure. Not that we ever really gave each other pressure, but
No, I get it from other places though.
yeah.
Some other people on the internet. I won't name names. You all know.
Oh no. Oh
You don't
no.
know. It's okay. Or do you? Yeah, that's okay though. It's gonna be it's the year of not giving a crap. That's what the year is.
Yeah.
Just trying to live our lives, read books, have fun, no pressure. Zero
Yeah.
pressure. I think we can do it. We'll be great.
I think we're already doing it, right?
Yeah. No pressure, no stress. That's right. That's why I've only read 4 things this year so far.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, I
Right.
think I want to get the word probably in my life, but especially when it comes to reading, like stop saying things like, "Oh, I could be reading right now. Oh, I should I should read." What are we talking about?
Yeah,
Right?
why should I? Why really?
Yeah. Yeah.
If we feel like watching hours of Gordon Ramsay shows, maybe we should just do it.
Yeah. If you happen to like reality TV and you like watching The Housewives, you shouldn't feel guilty about it,
Yeah,
person.
you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Yeah, is Jim Mint stressing us out? Is cartoonist kayfabe stressing us out?
Actually, no.
Stop pressuring people. You're right. Those are the people who are not actually. That's funny though. All right. Well, I think we're gonna leave it there.
Yep.
Next week we'll be back. We'll have an update. Did we read anything on this list? Did we read other things? It's definitely not you, Danny, by the way.
Oh no,
You
not you.
you
too.
don't pressure me at all. Appreciate
Never.
you.
Never.
James, it's not you either. You're killing it.
Yeah.
It's nobody in the chat.
No.
Nobody in the chat.
Nope.
But yeah, thank you all for watching. We appreciate all of you. Leave us your reading goals if you didn't talk about them. We want to know.
Please do.
Even if they're like, hey, we want to read 500 books, like we're stoked for you.
Yeah.
But and Kane, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Very sweet. Appreciate it. And thank you everybody new for hanging out too.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yes. Love
Love seeing
Giada.
that. Yeah.
You mean Giada, like the chef, right? Is that who you mean? If so, love her. I haven't watched her in a long time.
Yeah, I love that. And I watch too much Gordon Ramsay, so
You
That was
love him.
I do. He's great.
Yeah.
He's great. All right, and you guys are great. Again, tell us below what you're reading. And hey, thanks again, Cycle, for the lovely donation. Ultimately, for my dad to get a book. I will
That
get
was
him that book.
So nice.
Yeah, very sweet. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.